Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will see the introduction about the network simulation tool, that is Cisco Packet Tracer. So in upcoming videos, we will see the different simulation programs related with the networking. Okay. So in today's video, we will briefly discuss about the Cisco Packet Tracer. Basically, Cisco Packet Tracer is a cross-platform visual simulation tool, okay, that is designed by Cisco Systems. As we know that Cisco is a giant company that works in networking. Okay, so this Cisco Packet Tracers allows users to create a network topologies and to simulate the different kinds of networkings. Okay, the network that contains the switches, hubs, routers, different end systems. So everything we can see as a simulation point of view. So basically in Cisco Packet Tracer, we can use different drag and drop user interface, which allows the users to add and remove simulated network devices as they sees it. This Cisco Packet Tracer is mainly focused towards certified Cisco Network Associate Academy. So that is NetAcad. That I'll tell you what the NetAcad is there and what is the Academy of Cisco. So basically the Cisco Packet Tracer is embedded into CCNA concepts. This CCNA is related with the networking course. So before simulating the practicals, we will see what the Cisco Packet Tracer is and how to install that software into our system. Basically for that we have to go to netacad.com, that is the Network Academy of Cisco. So this page will be there for the netacad.com. So in that various kind of certifications also available by the Cisco. So networking, OS and IT, programming, IoT, infrastructure and automation, cyber security and packet tracer. So in this video we will focus on only on packet tracer. So to download this kind of a software we have to enroll for this site. So we click on packet tracer here. You will get a page related with the packet tracer. So it tells you the introduction about the course and all such things. Okay, so basically you are getting one advantage that you can enroll to this course also and you will get a certification at the end, and that is a totally free of cost. So when you go at the bottom you will see introduction to packet tracer, that is the at the beginning level course. So click on learn more. So here the course features is there. So basically you can earn the certificate. The course is of 10 hours. It's totally free. The level is beginning. Learning type is online self-paced. Achievement is badge. You are getting a badge, and language preferably English is there. Okay. So to download this software, you have to enroll this course first. Okay. So to enroll here, we are getting here sign up today button. We will click on that and select the language English. You will land on a page in that you have to do the registration. So for that you have to put your email, your first name, your last name, state, country, and all such fields are there, and you have to create your account. Okay, after creating your account you can download the software freely. Okay, as I have downloaded this software already. Okay, so currently you are getting a Cisco Packet Tracers 8.0 as a version, and that is the stable version of Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, so in this way you can download the software and as well as you can earn the badge also of Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, so that is all about the installation. Now we will land toward the execution of practical. So for that, this is the Cisco Packet Tracer environment. As you can see, this is the environment of Cisco Packet Tracer, and this is the stable version of Cisco Packet Tracer, that is 8.0. Okay, so for that various kind of end systems we can use, various kind of topologies we can involve in such kind of practicals. Okay, so in today's lecture we will simply see how the two systems communicate. Okay, so for that we have different kinds of devices are there. On the bottom left corner we have the network devices. When you click on that you will get number of devices like routers is there. Then when we click on end devices here, we will get the end devices like PC, laptop, server, printers, TV, tablet, and many more devices are there. Okay, Then we have various components are there, MCU, SBC board are there, then connection cables are there, different cables are there. So various kind of devices we are getting over there. So the first practical is just to create the two devices. So we click on N devices here and we will select a PC. So what we need to do, we just click onto this PC and drag and drop into our workspace. Okay, so this is the PC1. Then we will click on this PC again and I will just drag and drop here. Okay, as I have done some experiments into that workspace, so that's why it started with PC3. If you start with initially, you will get the PC0 and PC1. Okay, as I have done already, so that's why it takes me to the PC3 and PC4. Now there are some characteristics that these two systems are of same type. Okay, so we need to connect them. So to connect the two systems, we have here the connections tab. We will click on that. When you click on that connections, we will get different kind of cables like copper straight through, then copper crossover, fiber optic cable, phone cable, coaxial cable, serial DCE, DT cable, and many more cables we are having. Okay, so as I mentioned somewhere into the lectures that when the two systems are of same type, so at that time we will use the copper crossover cable. So we click on this cable, okay, and we connect it into the first system. So we click this, and as this is the fast Ethernet cable, so we click on this port 0. So see, the cable is connected to the first system. Okay, now we have to connect it to the second system. So just we need to put the cable and click onto the second system. Again it will ask us, yes, we have to connect it again into the fast Ethernet port of system 2 as well. So we click on this, so we can see the green symbol is there, so that means the cable is connected correctly. So to the students, those don't know what is the Ethernet port and all this, okay, so I'll show you what the port is all about. So the cable is connected between these two systems. Now the second step is to give the address. As we know that if we have to communicate someone, so we need the address of the second person, right? So basically in a practical also, when we need to send any email to other person or your friend, so we need the email address of the second person of or your friend, right? So same here, we need the addressing. So first thing, we give the addressing to the first system. So how to give the address? So for that, we click onto the first system. Okay, double click onto that, you will get a dialog box. So look at here, this is the CPU of that first system. When we go at the bottom, we can see here some Ethernet ports are there. Is it okay? So that is the simulated part of that system. Okay, so to give the addressing of that system, we need to go to the desktop tab. First is the physical tab, second is the config, and third is the desktop. So we click onto the desktop, and into that first is IP configuration. Okay, so we click on that IP configuration, you will get again a dialog box. So we give the address to the first system. Okay, IP address. So for example, I'll give the address as a 192.168.1.1. Okay, we give the address, IP address. Then we need to click on subnet mask. Just need to click on subnet mask. It will take automatically, and just we need to close that. But remember that what the address we have given to the first system, 192.168.1.1. Okay, dot 1.1 is the address of first system. So we just close that box. So address is given. If you put the pointer over there, you will get the address that 192.168.1.1. Okay, now we give address to the second system. So again we need to just double click the second system. Again a dialog box will open. We again click onto the desktop tab. Again click onto the IP configuration. Okay, we need to give the IP address to the second system now. So here I will put 192.168.1.2. Why 2? Because 1 is given to first system, so 2 is given to second system. Now again we need to click on subnet mask. It will take automatically, the address is given. We have given the manually IP address to these systems, fine. And look at the address we are given with the interface fast Ethernet, okay, that we have connected to that system. Again we need to close this box. So addressing is done. Okay, those two systems we have connected first with the cable, then we have given the addressing with these two systems. Now we just need to simulate this. So whether these two systems are communicating with each other or not. So for that we need the message. Okay, so for that we have here a simple PDU, that is protocol data unit we have. Okay, so that works as a message. So we just click this and put onto this first system and click here. Okay, so that means this first system will send a message, okay, to the second system. So source we have selected. Now we select the destination. So destination is also selected. Now when we put the PDU, that is when we put the message from first system to second system, go at the bottom right corner, you will get the scenario here successful. That means source is PC3, PC3 to PC4, the connection is successful, and with the ICMP protocol the connection is also established. Okay, so we need to simulate this thing. Okay, so at the bottom right corner we are working in the real time. Now we go into the simulation. So simulation tab is there, we will click on that. Okay, now the message is ready to send. Okay, now here we are getting here simulation panel. Clear? So the simulation speed we can manage from this bar. Okay, now we need to see the simulation. So for that we will click onto this play button. Okay, just I'll click on this play button. Look at here, the message is going from source to destination. Here PC3 to PC4, message is received. Now PC4 will generate an acknowledgement of that message. Yes, we can see here the message is, the acknowledgement is going to PC3 again. Yes, we can see the checkbox or check mark is there. That means that is the acknowledgement. The source system will get the acknowledgement that the sender has sent the message successfully to the receiver. Clear? So that is the thing that we need to implement. Okay, so you just download this software and try to build such kind of things. Okay, into next video we will see how to create different topologies into networks. Okay, thank you. If you like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.